to tie things up soon.
I mean, you might see it in the replay here, but this round is the perfect example of the fundamentals being the most important factor. You had the convergent pass Hunter's Fury with a bait setup inside of Garage, which is exactly where RRQ went. But if you do not shoot the Sova dart, none of that matters. Your setup still gets broken apart, and RRQ is able to adjust accordingly. Just that one player swinging onto the dart, if he gets it in time, look right here. Yeah, it's a convergent pass into a Hunter's Fury, but Monyet's still able to break that setup by himself. He's got 2 ults dumped on his head and 2 players looking at him.
Timeout.
But the Sova dart is just enough of a distraction for him to come up with the goods there.
RRQ, they are that team that has been tested so many times before, so many repetitions of being in situations like this. So it stands to reason that they don't panic. Just round after round, look to climb and claw their way back.
They know they're in the driver's seat now. The money is broken on the side of ZETA. A rifle and an operator retained from rounds previous. Last timeout. ZETA have to come up with the goods here.
Absol's kind of gone absent.
Yeah. I mean, he was the top of the list in terms of the roll call coming into this game. 2 very good maps opening up this series, but the most important one is not the one where you can afford to go missing. ZETA, on the other hand, it seems just thrives under the pressure. He's been phenomenal.
Right here.
Post timeout, what do ZETA Division come up with? 3 classics and a couple of rifles saved over. This is another round where Absol does have access to the overdrive. Up behind the Viper wall, Xfero deals with it nicely. Op is on this side of the map. This is exactly where you'd want it.
Just a little bit of trip outside A.
It's a great dark cover. Denies any info to Eco. The ability to try to find a pick, at least in the early portions of the round. Here's the beat pump. This is all just pressure. Out comes the overdrive in response, but Monyet does nothing. Absol's overdrive is running out.
At least Zico does find an opening pick off the operator though, but has to kind of stay alive long enough. Almost getting tagged all the way down, re-peeks again, and then it's Absol! Even with the overdrive gone, onto the classic, he's looking to pick up a weapon. Doesn't matter if Sugar Zero's on the off angle though, and Eco! Hat trick completed!
What did I say about Sugar Zero's paranoia? That was the best paranoia I've seen in a while. Straight through the A-Link wall into the site. As Eco dashes back out, he starts it beautifully with the pick onto Gem, can dive into heaven. Paranoia comes in right here, blinds 2 players. He peeks off the back of that, and Absol finds another player blind with the classic. That is gorgeous from ZETA. A round they had no business winning, stolen right out from under RRQ.
Ridiculous. Wonder how much else RRQ has left in the tank off of that. Slight default now to start things off. A little bit unsure as to how they're going to play out or approach this round.
Shock dart. Found somewhere in mid. I think that was maybe to clear the B trip, because she's usually been pretty good with those lineups, but doesn't end up converting. Into Garage go RRQ, trying to bait out some kind of a reaction. Eco spotted out on the C side of the map, so they know where the op is positioned at least. Xfero in the meantime taking more space on A.
Go, go, go.
It's going to take a little bit of time though. If he does find XDL or something, that could be huge, but otherwise the rest of the team.
I'm looking towards front B here because we saw that shock land earlier. They might assume that the trip's been dealt with. Need to make sure they clear it here. Oh, that's
they're
rough.
gonna walk straight into it. Still though, Absol completely backed up by utility. Just enough for RQ to get the spike down.
Yeah, this is so good to pivot into B with this Viper comp, but the Viper's been lost in the meanwhile. Crazy Guy TPing behind XDL. He's being wrapped on by ZETA. They need to wait for ZETA to get in on the flank here.
There's anyone who can wait long enough. It's got to be ZETA. And there he goes. Neuro Theft afforded to the team as well. And Eco's just been lying in wait. Crosshairs trained over to the outskirts of B, but Cushy out from Garage. Hello. 2 kills found. And there's only 1 left. Position revealed, and it's easy off-angle shot from Jemkin to dish one back against ZETA Division.
It's just rock-solid mental from RRQ. After losing a round that they should never be losing, they immediately just reply with a nice B pump. They even run into the trip. That's what I was saying, man. I'm like, oh man, Cushy missed this shock on front B. I think they're getting caught by this trip, but it's just perfect coverage from Cushy. Oh, that's what he's so good at. Remember the opening debut from Cushy was on this map, I believe, on the Sova, and he was tapping away right back then, and he's continuing to do the same today.
Monsters with the share of kills today as well, but right now though, ZETA getting proactive all the way throughout middle.
Straight up through the middle of the map. Absol on the backside of the site with the Bucky here, and he's going to get some action.
Into the smoke. Does RRQ get a good read? Trying to play it safe, cautious as to the garage players as well. Taking out Sugar 0 for now. Checks into the smoke, and Absol's gone. All the Odin spams, all the bullets flying across the site. It's just Eco left, but he's managed to find 3. Reloads and almost gets the collat, but the dink! He's got enough health to surpass himself all the way through to tie up the score. What?
He dinked Crazy Guy, man. If that's a Vandal. 140 in one. I can only imagine just staring at the combat report after that round. That might have been the play of the season from Eco.
Play of the season? We just started, mate. Oh my god.
Oh, the dig, man. Look at the combat report.
That hurts. At least they've got potentially the last possible buy now. Taking things a little bit slower, but RRQ wants to speed up into C.
Virgin Pass is there from Eco. He just went massive in that last round, and he's kicking himself he wasn't able to convert it. It's a good attempt, nonetheless. Sugar Zero and ZETA hand in hand to try to deal with any pressure over towards garage side. ZETA have taken all of A lobby in the meantime. Cushy with the Hunter's Fury in the back pocket. RRQ anticipating some aggression. I mean, they've seen ZETA just in the last round dive straight through the middle of the map. Ooh.
Just checking. A little bit of a smoke out towards A as well, alongside a drone. It's Monyet's turn to have a go.
Refract's already done for here for Eco. He's not going to have another opportunity to look for a pick later in the round. And just that little bit of pressure and putting up the Viper wall is what RRQ was intending there. XDL has cleared out all of A main, so you're already seeing the rotation come back across from Absol. Here comes the C hit. Eco's here with the convergent pass. When does he rip it?
It's got to be soon. He's trying to set it up just across the back end of the site. Find a big connection along with the paranoia as well. Suddenly it's Absol the burst through. The door's kicked open, but RRQ managed to defend. Just XDL left towards the back end, and he's been spotted out by Cushy. RRQ will not go down without a fight today.
I mean, that's just experience in spades. As soon as they heard the convergent paths, they knew that that was going to be a flood on the tap. They were more than ready for ZETA to dive back into the site. That's exactly what these double duelist comps do. And you know how RRQ know that? Because that's exactly what they usually play. They were the ones that kind of picked up the Neon Yoru initially after T1 was running around with ISO and Yoru. Added their own flavor to it. They know exactly how these flood-heavy comps play. They know exactly how to play around it.
Still, though, ZETA Division coming with their own investment for what could be the final round. Operator, Bucky, Stingers, Guardians.
I mean, this is immense pressure on the A side of the map. It's a fake TP from Crazy Guy with Monyet throwing up his fast lane. The problem is that Eco is just staring straight down short A. So ZETA Division know that this is all a ruse.
Oh! He hasn't spotted out Monyet yet.
It's the same approach from RRQ. Pressure on that A side of the map, and they're waiting for their timing to push out on C. ZETA. He feels so bold, like he needs to make a play, but it's going to backfire. Jemkin yet again denying a info push on C long.
And then look at the players outside of B, just itching for anything, but RQ's giving them no quarter. Flashes out into the garage, and finding an open site, they spam outside of Link.
Jemkin has the lockdown here as well. That's going to make this an impossible retake. Another 10 seconds that ZETA have to sit agonizingly watching this series and this upset slip through their fingers.
They're wondering, they're questioning, do we start to maybe push out towards the back of C long instead? No. Back in the garage. All in or nothing on this one hit. Players outside the poison orb though, and it's Xpharaoh. just wanting to deny ZETA this upset, just wanting to complete the reverse sweep. It's only one guy left, and RRQ are looking to close this out. 13-11, no overtime. The Kings are back here in Pacific.
It was a nail biter here for RRQ. This is not the way they would have wanted the opening of the group stage.